Hey, welcome back everybody to Game 3 of Sparkyz versus eSTRO, and this match is tied up at 1-1. And this is going to be Leta versus Really. Leta just dominates Really in pretty much every statistic. He dominates Really in terms of lifetime winning percentage. He dominates Really in terms of Terran versus Terran percentage. But what he does not dominate him is record this season. Really is 10-4 this season. He did lose to Gogo in the previous match with Sparkyz, and he's only 4-4 this season against Terrans. Leta is 7-6 this season. He struggled early on in his Terran versus Terran, but has since picked it up, winning his last 3. So I think Leta is likely to have at least a psychological advantage over Really, and they were just showing right there that over their career, Leta has beaten Really the only 2 times that they have played. This is going to be Really for eSTRO in the southwest position as the red Terran. Leta is going to be up at the north as the orange Terran, and I kind of wish they would just change him to yellow, but he will be orange. So Leta orange in the north. This is on Neo Moon Glaive. Like I was saying, Leta has won his last 3 Terran versus Terrans, so starting to pick it up a little bit, and you know, 2 of those have been very late game and involving probably over 1,000 wraiths combined. And but his last game, his last Terran versus Terran on Neo Moon Glaive was actually a pretty short one against Piano, where, you know, Leta went for a fast expand, and then Piano went for a couple of vultures and did this weird attack where he sent all of his SCVs and vultures into Leta's tanks, and Leta just kind of microed down any spider mines that were put down, and that was the end of Piano's attack and game because he just lost all of his SCVs. So, you know, that was a really funny match, but I don't think that Really is going to go for anything quite that crazy, so I would expect this to be a little bit of a longer match, and, you know, the real critical... excuse me, the real critical deciding factor is likely to be who can gain control of the 3rd starting position. There are 3 starting positions. This is a 3-player map, of course. Neo Moon Glaive, and once again, the changes from original Moon Glaive is that there's a little bit more gas on the map, a little bit less buildable area in the middle of the map, and one place that you used to be able to, you know, shell over a ridge with your siege tanks has been widened so that cannot happen into the natural expansion, so a little bit of extra defense against siege tanks. But regardless, still the only TVT I think I've seen on it has been that one with Leta and Really, and excuse me, Leta and Piano. This is Leta and Really, and pretty aggressive strategy here from Leta. I think that was a 14 command center. Yeah, that was a 14 command center followed by his barracks and refinery, so he is going for, once again, a very fast expand. This one's even faster than the one against Piano. I think the one against Piano, he had put his barracks up first and then fast expanded. But, so, you know, Leta is going to be in a very good position if he's able to defend against the first units that come out from Really, which will be pretty soon. I don't think either player has a scout on the other, so nobody quite on top, nobody knows exactly what's going on so far. But one factory already down there is finally finished for Really. So, and it is building a vulture, so vulture is going to be out pretty quickly, and ooh, a very quick starport also going down for Really, and Leta luckily is scouting now in the correct direction, and he might be able to get up that ramp. It looks like 2 Marines are out, but is Leta going to fall back? Yes, he does. So he is falling back because of the 2 Marines that are there protecting that ramp, so he's not going to see this quick starport coming from Really. This is a play that you would much more likely see from Leta. This is a pretty Leta play, but going for that quick expansion is a good way for him to mix it up. But I don't know if he's going to be able to get up enough tech in time to defend against these wraiths. especially because he doesn't have any scouting information on that. He's assuming that there are going to be vultures soon. He's got his bunker up, which is going to help no matter what. I think 3 Marines in there. His first factory has got to be up by now, but will he know to put down an armory? If he can somehow scout this out and put down an armory quickly, he will be in a very good position. First Wraith is being built, and actually Leta putting down a starport of his own, so he's going fast expansion into some sort of Wraiths, most likely. It's possible that he could be going for dropships, which would be much less effective against the Wraiths. But yeah, 2 starports, 1 from each player is going down, and the first Wraith is now out for Really, and this Wraith really needs to do a lot of damage for him to stay in this game, because if Leta is able to take down this Wraith or stop it from doing much damage in some other way, then you know, that fast expansion is really going to kick in, and that first Wraith is out. It's finally been spotted by that factory, and Leta, I don't think, is prepared for this at all. Just now building an academy, which is not going to help him that much. And he's going to have to, I don't know, bring in some Marines. He needs an engineering bay at the very least, if not an armory. And it looks like a second Wraith being produced before a control tower, so he's not quite yet putting down a control tower. Leta is he is building his starport and is building a control tower along with it, so that's probably going to be going for dropships, I guess. It's still possible that he could go for cloaked Wraiths, but I think he is a little bit worried now, because Really is massing up forces, and he has a siege tank out at the front door for Leta, so Leta is already being shelled. Really also has a Wraith in the air to try to deny anybody from deny Leta from getting out with a dropship or something like that. Leta is researching cloak, so it is going to be cloaked Wraiths to come in to counteract this, but are cloaked Wraiths going to be enough to stop this attack at his front door? All he has is 3 Marines out there and a bunker that's about to fall down. Really coming in with his 2 Wraiths now and trying to pick off some of the gas workers for Leta. Leta's first Wraith is out, and cloaking has got to be finished in just a matter of seconds. But there are siege tanks sieging his natural expansion, and Leta's not building anything out of his own factory right now. Oh, I guess they were showing that siege tank just finished for Leta, so Leta coming in, and now he has cloak, and that 1 cloaked Wraith is going to be able to chase away those 2 Wraiths from Really. Only 1 tank left there from Leta, 1 tank left also from Really at the front door, and but Really has got a couple of SCVs coming into repair, so these 2 tanks are just going to be going 1-1, and Really is setting up shop just outside of Leta's base. It looks like that 1 Wraith is going to go, yes, it actually goes down, able to be killed off by Leta with those 2 cloaked Wraiths of Leta's, as well as that 1 siege tank that he had, so just enough to slightly defend for right now, and I think Leta might be in a pretty good position by now. Yes, it looks like Really didn't have anything left with that. Leta now with a much bigger economy would be able to just out macro Really in just a matter of minutes. So Leta getting once again a pretty, well, I wouldn't call that an easy win. That was a pretty coordinated attack there by Really, and it was almost lucky that Leta was able to defend against that and get that win. Leta has been doing all sorts of crazy ceremonies in these past wins against Terran, so he's feeling good that he's getting some wins now, and I'm feeling good about that too. Leta taking down Really and putting Sparkyz up 2-1 in this series, but yeah, that was an interesting attack there from Really, something that I wasn't really expecting from him. You know, going for quick Wraiths and then coordinated with a quick siege tank attack on that natural expansion. But you know, just held off by the skin of his teeth, I suppose, by Leta. Just getting those cloaked Wraiths out just in time, getting his own tanks out just in time, and critically that last tank by Really going down with 1 last shot from his own siege tank. So anyways, good game. We're gonna move on to set 4 now. See you there.
네 번째 세트 잠시 후에 이어서 보내드리겠습니다.